What's the hardest launch RPM on the B8 Stage 2 Plus? Also, what is the weak point on the car for drag racing?
The hardest launch, I mean,
Like highest RPM?
yeah, we allow up to, I want to say 5,000 to be set, because it's really going to depend on your traction and the vehicle setup and whatnot.
But even then, you're going to blitz the tires.
It'll result in a bunch of wheel spin. It's there. We use the same TCU file across the board for Stage 1 through 2 Plus. It supports a myriad of different builds and combinations. So Stage 1 guys generally will need to launch at a much higher RPM than like a full E40 2 Plus guy that's got a really optimized setup. Those guys are going to be launching at a much lower RPM. So we allow that adjustability in there for that reason. Hardest launch, yeah, again, that's going to come down to your track prep or your surface prep, what your vehicle setup is. You can sit on the street with cold, hard tires and launch at any RPM and get a fraction of the load on the driveline that you would at a prepped dragway. So that's a difficult question to answer. Weak point on the car, they're pretty robust. I've seen a guy that went like full send at a drag, like a really sticky drag prep that hopped the car actually off the line at like a massively high RPM and cracked. It was like a center diff housing or something. It was a housing in the transmission, but that's
pretty rare.
Yeah, example of one.
They're pretty solid just because that motor's not putting out a lot of torque.
I've tried my damnedest to blow mine up every which way, doing all kinds of launch testing when we were developing the Climax tune, like launching wheels turn up a hill on preps, or like I was doing everything I could to blow mine up, and it's going as strong as ever. So.
No, they're good. They don't have problems with axles or
the
DSGs in those cars. Mech issues.
They've got mech, but that's nothing related to like a power or a strength issue. It's literally like a circuit board failure, or there's a little ribbon cable that fails, or a sensor that fails. So it's a bunch of silly failures
issues with the platform. But no, they're great drag racing. If you want to go out and run like mid to high tens all day long, it's a great platform to do that.